Hey everybody, it's AJ. I know we're in the shade right now, so we probably look like some dark shadows. We'll change that in a moment. I am here with Rosemary in Whispering Lakes in League City. We are on roughly what, an acre lot?
Acre and a half.
An acre and a half.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to come out here, February?
It was in February.
So while it was still cold,
Extremely cold.
you
Very
know,
wet.
temperamental weather,
Nasty.
right?
Didn't like it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got delayed by like 3 weeks.
But that was okay because it was well worth the wait.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
It
Rosemary.
really was. It really was.
Because we can't spread mud and we don't want to make a lawn worse, right? We want to make it better. So, Rosemary, what was it like before you called us?
Well, before I called, we had just actually moved into the house a year ago, and the lawn needed a lot of work. It was sparse in a lot of areas, cut very short, and it held a lot of water back here, just a lot of water. And I wanted the grass to get fuller and look a little bit richer in color. So I did a little research and I found this amazing man who came out. We talked about the grass, and I absolutely loved the ideas that he had. So kind of gave him full reign to do what you need to do and get me the grass that I want for me and our dogs, because they like to play in the grass and I want it to feel like carpet for them. And now that is what we have.
They have four huge Great Danes. Beautiful blue Great Danes. And just like any pet, they're a part of our family.
They are.
And we want to do what's also going to be healthy for them.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't like to put any chemicals down. I like to keep everything as natural as I possibly can with them, with their food, with what's touching their bodies. They come in our house.
Touching
So,
their paws.
Everything.
They got some
everything.
big old paws.
So what we did was amazing. The trees were lacking, and now they look fantastic. Spring has just really made everything pop.
So I know if y'all are looking behind me, everyone, there's that little bit of an eyesore back
that
there.
little tree.
Okay. Don't let your trees get dug too deep. And if they are too deep, start shoveling that dirt off. Shovel off the mulch volcanoes. Y'all know what I'm saying. And I didn't have a tree root injection gun yet. I got one now, so we're gonna do a little extra work on a magnolia tree.
Yes.
Let's talk about that for a second.
This little magnolia
let's
tree.
Let's go take a look at it.
So apparently the tree must have been dying somewhere at some point because they cut it in all kinds of different angles. And I wanted to try to save it because I think it's going to do okay. So AJ came out, dug all of that nasty mulch that was around the inside of it so that it could actually breathe. Put down some, what was it, compost that you put down, or was it?
Yeah, put down compost. I
Yeah.
also put down Humates Plus,
Yes.
and I cleared away a thick, it wasn't just even a mulch volcano, it was like mounded mud
Yeah.
around it. It was super, super thick. So we actually got a little bit of new growth on the bottom.
So there is growth. We actually had flowers that came out on it. A lot of this stuff that's on here that looks like, well, it's moss actually, is now actually starting to come off
Yeah.
over here. So to me, that tells me that this tree is actually growing now.
And that's true. And
And it's budding flowers.
Oh, look at that. Let me see if I can show y'all stuff like this. Okay, let's see here. This is a little challenging to do with camera. What, right here? This is new growth.
Yes.
Beautiful. Even the color of the leaves, they're cleaner. They don't have spots.
No.
Very nice stuff on the new growth. So we are going to bioinoculate our hippie juice, make it super bio juice, and see what we can do to recharge the microbes and around the root zone and see if we can get this thing thriving.
I think it's going to happen. By what's happened to the grass and to the other trees, I know it's going to happen. The water issue we had is almost non-existent now, and I can't say how happy I am.
Like, look at yeah, you see that turf behind me? Woo! And that was very muddy.
It was
over there.
extremely muddy. We actually had it gated off over there so the dogs wouldn't go over there because it was just a big, huge mud pit. Grass was not growing, and now it's just growing, and it's gorgeous.
It's thriving.
It's thick. It's perfect.
Awesome. So
It's yeah. What can I say?
and then let's say
I bow down to the master.
well, no, we bow down to soil biology, right?
There we go. That's
Support
right.
soil biology all
Exactly.
the time. And even the front yard. We're not going to walk up there at this moment, but we sprayed it.
There's my silly dogs.
It started to improve. Look at these bad boys. Look at them. Aren't they so cute? These big old Great Danes. She has horses in her backyard. So we sprayed it. We did put a granular fertilizer down and decided, it needed an extra kick, right?
It did. It did. And we put a little bit of soil down too in certain spots. We found.
We did the soil first back here
Yes.
in the backyard. I brought in 10 yards
Yes.
in the beginning. And then what did we have to, I think I brought in another 5 for the front.
For the front.
So
yeah.
we had 15 cubic yards of soil on an acre and a half.
Yeah.
Did I think ultimately after it was all said and done 4 tanks of hippie juice.
Yes.
Right, and I even used a couple bags of Humates Plus, a bag of hybrid in the front. So we did quite a few things, and also I went around and you can't tell really because there's still a lot of stuff around the base of the trees, but I took a lot off.
Yes.
And opened them up.
It was huge. It was.
And they were, covered right up to the bases, and I
you
really
can even see where they're still.
right, you couldn't see the root flares at all.
So apparently, they have these trees all the way up to here because you can see the discoloration.
I don't know if y'all can see that, but
Hey, you guys.
got
Bianca.
Danes in the way.
Bianca.
Yeah, so I took it down quite a bit.
Yeah, that mulch was all the way up to there, so that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was just crazy.
Unfortunately, though, we didn't catch it in time to get the other one.
The other one, but you know what?
It's okay.
It's okay. It's gonna make a great toy sticks for the dogs.
Right, a little
And then-
firewood.
Yeah, and then we'll get a new tree put in there.
And we're gonna get it
And
done
we'll
the
make
right
sure
way.
to inject it to give it
and
all the help that,
inoculate it.
yes, give it all the help that it's going to need.
Right. So, Rosemary, I very much appreciate the opportunity that you gave me to just, do what I needed to do out here.
Hey, you saved it all. You made it exactly the way I want it. Now my grass is thick, and once I get it to where they mow it correctly, it's going to be like carpet. It
And-
feels like carpet. I can walk in it. And people, do not chop your grass down. Let it grow at least this much.
4 inches, but I promise you that was not scripted.
No, that is just, it looks so much richer and it feels good on your feet.
And it retains moisture better.
It
and
does,
it
actually.
helps-
If you have a drainage problem, that is absolutely the way you need to go. Don't cut your grass short.
Well, so there's 2 different things about that. It helps absorb moisture better.
Yes.
But when it's not raining and stuff, it helps retain it better naturally so that you don't have to water. I mean, I can
Absolutely.
only imagine. I don't want to see your water bill if you had to water all the time on an acre
Oh,
and a half.
I wouldn't want to. No. Are you kidding?
But
That would
have
be
you been
horrible.
watering?
I haven't watered yet.
That's what it's all about on an acre and a half.
I have not watered yet. And look at how green it is.
I mean, now we got a little bit in the center that we're gonna work on, but yes, oh Lord, the difference on this lawn. Soil, hippie juice, organic, bio-inoculated fertilizer. We did the good stuff. Thank you, Rosemary,
Thank
so
you.
much. You're
Thank
so
you.
welcome. Hey,
This was awesome.
and remember, nobody knows grass like a hippie. Peace.